Alrighty, welcome back to Paranormasight. So from what I can tell, there isn't that much left in the game, but I can't really tell how much is left. But most people beat it in this amount of time or so. Yako? Are you feeling alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Actually, I feel a lot better. You sure? I guess I really wasn't feeling like myself recently. It was like there was a part of me that I had no control of or something. Yeah, I think you're back to your normal self now. I'm glad there weren't any problems. I wonder if Michio was able to find peace. I know she did. You don't have to worry about that. It seems that her regret was not being able to tell you what was going on and growing apart from you. Well, I guess I can forgive her for that. Sorry for that. I guess I can forgive her for that. But there's still something bothering me. Really? Yeah, I wonder what this feeling is. It's like there's a piece of her that hasn't left yet. Maybe an after effect. Maybe maybe because you gave your stone to Chief Inspector Tsutsumi? Doubt it. Having a curse stone shouldn't have any effect on your body. But dealing with 4 curses sounds like a lot of stress. Good work, Chief. Yeah, I don't know how his mental state is. Someone's like a completely different person all of a sudden. But are you really sure about this? Having us arrest you once this is all over? You might be able to get your case treated as just an accident. Yeah, she shouldn't be blamed for that. It's fine. Treat me the same as someone who used a curse stone to kill someone. If anything, I should be thanking you for letting me go free until this is all over. So thanks, Chief. I don't think that's fair. Just giving us... It's giving martyr? I guess she did partly want to kill everyone too, didn't she? Whoa, you didn't say anything about bringing the police. Sorry, but we don't have time to care about what you have to say about us. What business do you have with this girl now that you've lost your curse stone? I'll tell you this for free. I have her curse stone already. Let's check out this horrible sweater. Yutaro's visibly shaken. That must mean there's some reason he doesn't want the cops around. I don't have any ill intentions. I wanted to tell you that. I want to help if you intend to resurrect Michio Shiraishi. That was my intention from the beginning, when I received my curse stone. And that's why I took your curse stone. Man can't be too careful. That was kind of weird. Man can't be too careful. That was kind of a weird thing to say. Besides, what connection do you have to Michio Shiraishi? We, met once. I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day. Because you ran her over? You murderer? Uh-huh. Met once. I see. Well, I'm sure it must have been painful for you, but... Do you think bringing back the dead will erase the fact that you hit her with your car? What? I'm sure that I have no idea what you're talking about. We're gonna crack you. If you don't know, I'll tell you, and you'll let me ask you some questions in return. Eek. Did you get your license recently? We found a van with bloodstains on it. You see, it's only a matter of time before we find out who the owner is. Whoa, what's that supposed to mean? Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship with Michio Shiraishi? Not only that, you killed someone with your curse stone, didn't you? Stop. Stay away from me. Damn it. Okay, I give up. It's all over for me. Oh, he gave up pretty easily, didn't he? Afterwards, Yutaro Namigaki gave his confession. He admitted that he was behind the wheel of the van that hit Michio Shiraishi. He explained that he was speeding in order to impress a girl he had in the car with him. Really? After hitting the schoolgirl, he drove away and planned to wash the car in secret to destroy the evidence. But he became nervous and went back to the scene of the crime at the urging of his passenger. When they returned to the scene, the female passenger went to check the victim alone while he sat panicking in the car. When she returned, she told him people were unlikely to assume a hit and run, as it looked similar to a suicide by jumping from the height. Afterwards, the pair parted ways, and Yutaro dumped the vehicle deep in the woods under the cover of night. The two of them decided to keep the accident a secret. The next morning, Michio Shiraishi's body was discovered, and, luckily for them, her death was ruled a suicide. However, a darkness lingered within his heart. From that day on, the schoolgirl appeared before him covered in blood, her limbs bent and broken, to spite him in his dreams every night. Even when awake, he would see a phantom of her corpse in the dark, moaning and cursing him at all times. Really? Troubled by the constant hallucinations, it was only a number of days before he suffered a nervous breakdown. He couldn't bear hiding what he'd done anymore, and he planned to turn himself in, but was stopped by the passenger from that night. It was then that he first heard rumors of the rite of resurrection. He thought that if he could resurrect the schoolgirl, that would be like if the accident never happened, I see. And with that, the darkness enshrouding his heart could be dissipated. From then on, he searched the areas associated with the 7 mysteries of Honjo every night. I take a breath. And he received the curse of the foot-washing mansion as a result. Wow. I see. That's right. I'm not a bad man. I wanted to turn myself in. It was that girl who tempted me. Okay, calm down and listen, son. If you don't think you've done anything wrong, what would these girls think if they saw you run over that poor girl? Ugh. There's something I want to know. Do you know anything about a talisman that Michio should have had on her at the time of the accident? Talisman? What are you talking about? So you don't know anything. In that case, what about that woman who was with you? Can you ask her? Oh, that's right. Everything is her fault in the first place. Well, that may not be exactly wrong. Just riding passenger in a car involved in involuntary vehicular manslaughter isn't a crime in of itself. But according to your statement, she neglected her duty to seek aid and instigated you to neglect your duty to report the accident. If she took an article from the scene, she'd also be charged with theft. Can you tell me who she is? You have no intent of hiding anything anymore, do you? Yeah, that's right. It's her fault. Do what you want with her. It's time for her to face what she's done. Her name is Ayame Tono. She's an art student I met in town. What? I mean, I figured. An art student named Ayame Tono? Whoa, are you sure of that? What point would there be in lying to you now? Do you know her or something? She may look nice, but she's rotten on the inside. I'd like to meet the parents who raised someone like that. Shut up. What's wrong, Inspector Tsutsumi? You're dressed in sweat. Is that his daughter? No. Wait. Damn it, why? How could this happen? Listen up, I'm taking this one down to the station for more questioning. You two go after the record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Got that? Okay, we will. Come with me. It must be his daughter, isn't it? What, really? No. Did we see her? don't know. Let's get going. Maybe not. I think they met them, didn't they? I do not remember. Yeah. So... Do I need to do this one? This mystery one? I'm curious. Because it's past this event, this part, so... Oh, this one too! Oh wait! No, we were stuck at the investigation, weren't we? So we can't go further in that one. I'm curious to see what this is. Looks scary though. Timi Unun. Nigga. My head. What's happening? I kind of sound like that seal who doesn't want to go swimming. You ever see that one? The crybaby? The crybaby seal? Who killed him? Oh. Yoshimi? What? What about Yoshimi? Who killed him? Won't get away with it. Hihaku soaps? Who is this? Ha ha. Did I hit my head? It's killing me. And my vision is all blurry. Is that the ceiling? I feel the cold floor against my back. I must have fallen or something. My body won't move. Why? Are you tied up? And why am I on the floor in the first place? No. Hold on. More importantly, who am I? Okay, think. Try to remember something. Anything. Ride the resurrection. Yeah. Oh. It's Yoshimi. It feels my head is gonna split apart. What was that? That man's face. I think I've seen it before. I'm sure I know it. I just know Yoshimi. What was his first name? Hajime Yoshimi. Oh. Just Yoshimi? Yoshimi? Hajime Yoshimi. That's it. I know the name. The dark mist obscuring my memories is slowly starting to clear. Ugh, my head is hurting again. Who is this? He's so handsome. There's something in me that likes delinquents. I don't... Is there something wrong with me? I don't know. What was that? A memory of mine? Hajime and I think we were close. But the first thing... Oh my gosh. I lisped. I'm not that kind of gay, am I? But the first thing I saw, he was dead. Did I? Just what kind of person am I? Yeah. Is there a mirror? I can move again, and I think my head is starting to clear. Who are you? Where are we? It looks like I'm in some kind of warehouse. Maybe I can find some clues as to what happened. I should take a look around. You can suspend any... Okay. Okay, so this is probably be a dead end. But I just want to look around. It won't open. Must be locked from the outside. So I really am locked in here. I wonder where this is. I don't know what's going on, but I doubt I can afford to take my time here. Mirror, look inside. Look in the mirror. There's a key into the sink. What? If I can use this to see what I look like, it might help me remember who I am. Yeah, look. Ugh, no good. The mirror is completely unusable with all the grime built up on it. Really? I wonder if I could clean it somehow. Was this like an escape room? There's a little sink here, it's pretty dirty. Hope I don't have to use it. There's water dripping from the faucet, but the knobs are stuck. I can't move them in either direction. Okay. Trash. There's a bunch of garbage in the corners. My guess is that this room isn't used very often, if at all. I can't just wait here for someone to come to my rescue. I need to look for a way out. Chair. A folding chair. All alone in the middle of the room. Gives me the creeps for some reason. They must have sat me on it earlier. They? I probably passed out and fell on the floor. Who is this? Lockers? Anything in there? Left. There's no bodies in there, are there? There's a bucket and a mop. In the left locker. That's where they keep their cleaning stuff. Right. There's nothing inside, but there's a piece of paper stuck to the front. Chemical, flammable liquid, ventilation, if leaked, equipment integrity thoroughly. That's quite the collection of words. What could this place be used for? A typical office desk. There's all kinds of stationery on it. Is there anything that looks usable? There's this pen, but I don't really need it. I'll leave it in here for now. Drawer. Top. Doesn't look like there's anything in the top drawer. Oh my gosh. There's some kind of note in the middle drawer. Alkylbenzene, benzalkonium chloride, sulfonic acid, sodium hydroxide. Names of chemicals? Maybe this is some kind of chemical plant? What if we're in the school and this is like... This is from like a science lab or something? Nothing in the bottom drawer. No, wait, there's something stuck way in the back. A curse stone? It looks like there's some kind of sticker stuck back here, but it's too dark to tell what it is. Oh, it's a sticker. Okay. Cabinet? A cabinet straight out of an office. Let's see what happens if I slide this open. A body. Looks like there's nothing inside. This one's locked. I'll try the drawers starting from the top. Nope, totally empty. The last drawer, it's different from the others. There's a padlock with a 4-digit combination. I have no idea what the combination could be. Better leave it for now. The lock looks brand new compared to everything else. Is this room being used for something? I mean, just... Ooh, chemicals. Huh? What's this? The label's been torn off, but this must be soap. There's quite a bit left inside. I might be able to use this. Might as well keep it on me. Yaku soap? A big shelf used in storage spaces. A bunch of messily stacked cardboard boxes. I took a peek inside, but it was too dark to see much. I need more light. Is there... Oh, a switchboard. Looking inside, it seems that this room has electricity at least. Does that mean someone is using this place for something? You can't turn the light on, or...? Ooh, a vent. There's an air duct on the ceiling. Could this place have been a factory at some point? Oh, I see. Wish I could crawl through this to escape, but I don't see any way to get into it from here. I think that's all that's in this room. Unless there's something on the floor that I missed. Or something on the ceiling. Yeah. Oh, there is a light in here. Okay, let's try to use the soap on the mirror. Yeah. I should have known that just putting soap on the mirror wouldn't do anything. I need something to wipe it with. Oh. I just have soap. Can you use a newspaper? That's what you used to do as a kid. You just wipe the windows with the newspaper? I guess there's just nothing else. I don't... Is there... I think that's... Why don't you just... I'm getting angry at this person that I don't know. There's nothing... Can I check the lockers again? Why don't you just use them all? Why didn't you grab them in the first place, you stupid bitch? Get a bucket and a mop for this grimy mirror. Am I about to be gagged at who this is? This soap is pretty good. I'll have to remember this brand. Yaku? Who the hell are you? She looks pretty fierce. So this is what I look like. You ever seen that that meme of Lex Luthor got into the Flash's body and he was like, oh, I can find out the Flash's identity. And he goes into a mirror and he's like, I have no idea who this is. Yeah, this is me. I know this face. But something doesn't feel right. Something's missing. My name. I can't remember my name. I need to figure out what my name is. I know what I look like. Next I have to remember my name. Is there a woman with this face in my memories? Come on, I need my name. Are you the fiance of Hajime? What's her name? Is this your... Are you the fiance, Najimi? Did we ever... What was her name? Oh, she's just right here in the... Okay. Chozawa? Should I just say Chozawa? Chozawa? Mayu Chozawa? Yes, that's definitely it. Mayu Chozawa. She looks really cool. My name is Mayu Chozawa. Oh, your fiance was hot. I'm sorry. Even dead, he's like, oh. See that chest? The man I saw in my memories, Hajime Yoshimi, is my fiance. Wait. If what I saw was from my past, then Hajime's... No. Hajime could never be killed so easily. There must be some kind of mistake. Knowing him, he's probably worked himself into a frenzy looking for me. I have to get out of here and let him know that I'm okay. There's still no way to get through this door, isn't there? I still don't hear anyone outside. No reason to waste my energy banging and yelling. I don't think there's anything else to look for. I think I might need to come back to this. Is there anything... Are there any hints as to what, like, the code could be? I don't know why, like... What was in the right one? Just a little piece of paper. Wasn't there... something in the middle, right? Alkylbenzene, benzalkonium chloride, sulfonic acid, sodium hydroxide. Okay. I don't think there's anything I can do here yet. At least I know who she is. Okay. Let's do this. 4 p.m. So, what I guess we... Girl looks tired. I know we're supposed to be finding that record of Fate's Yin Scroll thing, but it sure would be nice if we had more of a lead to work with. Right now our only option is to try and trace the bloodline of that Onmyoji, Seimantsuchi Mikado, Tutu today. But he's not a legitimate descendant of his family, so the library doesn't have anything about it. And since we've got nothing so far, we find ourselves here. Odd Hyaku soaps. There were a bunch of police cars speeding by earlier. I wonder if something happened. Must be. I've seen a few police officers and they looked like they were on edge. Could Inspector Tsutsumi have let that Lijima escaped? And everyone's scrambling to find him? Oh, after all that effort we put into gathering information, that would be unfortunate. So this is the Hihaku Soap's headquarters. So we're thinking that one of the high-ranking people here is most likely the mastermind. Chairwoman Yamamori, was it? Wait, are chairwomen high-ranking? Isn't the most important person at the company the president? I'm not sure, but she's definitely an important person. Even if we're able to meet with her, what do we talk with her about? We can't just waltz in there and ask her if she knows anything about the Yin Scroll out of nowhere. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Oh, is that your working style, Mio? Well, whenever I find myself out of options, I usually just jump right into the thick of it. Oh, if you're scared, I don't mind going in by myself. Scared? As if. Think of me as your trusty bodyguard. Oh, I love her hair flip. I don't mind going big and taking a chance. Oh yeah, there's the Yako I know. Now, shall we? Sure. Alright, let's give this a shot. Excuse me. Looks like we're out of luck. Who knew you needed an appointment in months in advance to meet a chairwoman? Turns out she's super duper important. Even the receptionist gave us the cold shoulder after realizing we're just students. Maybe her private secretary would hear us out, but they seem to be out at the moment. In that case... Oh Mio, what about that one guy? The one Inspector Tsutsumi checked with. I forget his name. Oh right, apparently he never heard from Nakagoshi. Not that we have any way of contacting him directly anyway. We just have to leave a message with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau's messenger and hope it reaches him. He's always the one who contacts me, and even then it's only instructions. Well I guess we're in a tight spot then. In which case, is waiting for her secretary the only thing we can do? Barging in suddenly didn't work out. At this point, there might be nothing more we can do. Okay. Where do we go now? I don't know where to go next. Cloud? Oh, he's gone. I suppose he really wanted to talk with her. Oh, there he is. Does he mean to jump out and surprise her from behind? Huh? Does he mean to intimidate her? She noticed. I guess his purpose was to talk with her after all. I wonder what they're talking about. She doesn't look like she's planning on to run. Oh, they're coming here. What a weird interaction. Here she is. What do you think? Smooth work by the master, hmm? Yes, very smooth. Hello, thank you so much for yesterday. I know this is sudden, but I'm actually being pursued right now? Pursued by who? I think it's the police. Would you be willing to provide me shelter? I like your earrings. From the police? I figured we could hear her out and see what kind of mess she's gotten herself in. Don't make it sound like I'm some kind of criminal, please. The police have my apartment staked out, so I haven't been able to return home. I heard them say something about wanting to protect me, but something didn't feel right, and I got scared. Do you have any idea why they're after you? Well, I have been searching for the curses, so we shouldn't trouble ourselves with hiding you if they're after you for a good reason. Huh? How cruel! But this handsome investigator wouldn't turn me in so easily, would you? It's unfortunate, but we've got reason not to get involved with the police ourselves. What shady reasoning? But if you got some murky secret to hide, we might as well cooperate with each other, no? Anyway, how are your plans to resurrect Hokusai going? Fortunately that's been going quite well. What do you mean? Oh? What do you mean? Does that mean you found someone to steal a curse stone from? Not exactly, but I found at a kind of last resort. Which is why I can't let the police get me. What do you mean by last resort? You're really asking me that? It doesn't concern you at all. Why should I tell you? Ugh. What if we make a deal? In exchange for keeping you hidden from the police, you'll tell us about your last resort. Huh? Is that what got you interested? Oh, I've got it. You're meaning to steal it for yourself. Not at all. I'm just curious. That excuse will just not do. I don't need you to. I'll find a way to stay safe on my own. That was a close one. I should have known the only one you can count on in this world is yourself. Ah. We can't let her get away. Let's go after her. Stop it. Get any closer and I'll scream. Please wait. We'll help you out, with no conditions. Well, you changed your mind quick. That just makes you all the more suspicious. tried my best, but I couldn't convince her to stay. Could it be you don't know how to handle a girl like that? Since she's looking for a safe haven, would you mind me sharing your address with her? Just in case? Well, it doesn't really bother me, but do you recognize there are police officers in my close family? At least it'll allow us to keep in contact, no matter how small. Does that mean I missed something here? Oh. Looks like the light on the ceiling is on, but it's still so dark. Oh, there's dirt all over the bulb. Time for that mop to make another appearance. Is that really gonna help? Huh. Okay. Oh, okay. What was too dark? Oh, a curse stone? There's something on the floor here. Was this here all along? I had no idea. A lantern carved out of wood? It's kind of creepy. Something about this feels different than all the other abandoned junk in here. Oh, what is this? Such terrible regret. A resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Should I have done that? I remember now. I remember everything. I know why I was brought here. That's right, earlier. I feel sick. Where am I? Yes, that is correct. We finally have a confession. Someone's talking on the phone? Yes, quite stubborn. We had to use the maximum dose of truth serum. Truth serum? Did they drug me with something? There's someone behind me. Can I get a look at them? Oh, damn, my body won't move. Oh, you're awake. So we're at Hihaku Soaps. Your head must be beginning to clear right about now. You, Takumi? Shit, you tricked me. Such a harsh accusation. It was you who was being uncooperative. What did you do to me? What was that about a truth serum? I assure you have nothing to worry about. You're in no danger. That being said, there may be some side effects. Memory loss? Brain fog? It was you! You're the one who hurt Hajime. Really? Try all you want, I'm not telling you shit. No matter, I already have everything I need. What? I'm in the middle of a call with the chairwoman. Why don't you have her rest while you wait? Hey, stop. Get away from me. Ugh. I'm still conscious, if only barely. Concentrate. Focus on Takumi. I need all the information I can glean from his conversation. Correct. Oh. She does not seem to know where the is hidden. Hajime Yoshimi was the same. Yes. Was unexpected, but... No. He really did do something to Hajime? He? Damn it, I'm fading. Shake your head awake before you lose consciousness. Ah, that was close. I have to keep listening. Maraishi? Yes, exactly as planned. As for a why, I expect. Yes, as soon as possible. Yes, the curse will likely, tomorrow, according to Araishi. I can't. Just a little more. Shaking my head. Yes, as long as we keep her in here, the curse will... Yes, she will certainly want to bring back her dead fiancé. Is he talking about me? I'm fading again. Okay, it'll tell me when to shake. Keep it together. Anything I can learn. Yes, I will be leaving her here. I'll take the telephone with me. Oh yes, that is in the cabinet. It should pose no problem. Are you gonna tell me the code? The year of the company's founding. Do I know that? 1946. I can't hold on any longer. She looks really cool. I already said that. That's right, I remember now. That man is Takumi Yomioka of Hihaku Soaps. He showed up at my hair salon about a month ago. He came to ask me to try out a new shampoo they'd made. We spoke about it again a few weeks later, but... It'd be funny if he got his nails done there. He suddenly started asking me about my fiancé. I remember thinking about that was pretty weird. Yaku is a huge company, so I tried to be polite and answer all his questions. He wanted to know what kind of family Hajime came from. That is weird. If there was anything special about him, or if he was heir to anything. I thought it was so strange. I didn't give him any specifics. And then that night, he never came to the place we agreed to meet. So I went to where he said he'd be going, the former Yasuda Gardens. That's where I found his body. I was so distraught I just ran away. I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. After that, I decided to put all my hopes in that rite of resurrection everyone was talking about. I searched desperately for anything I could find about the 7 mysteries of Honjo. And then... Takumi showed up again. He kinda reminds me of that guy from Squid Game, that he's the one that invites you to the game. He tempts you with money. He told me he knew something about how Hajime died. I thought I would just act interested in what he had to say, but I fell for it completely. Next thing I knew, I was locked up in this room. Pumped full of drugs and left here on the floor, barely even conscious. I spent the night dreaming of him, praying for a chance at the rite of resurrection. At midnight, last night, I got the curse of beckoning light. Between the drugs and the curse, I passed out. That must be why I lost my memory. But now I remember everything. It was Hihaku. They went after Hajime. They put me in here. But why did they have to kill him? Was that Hihaku's doing too? What could they have wanted with him? I knew his job was dangerous, but why would a company like that go after an officer in the juvenile division? I get it now. All that about the shampoo is just to get Hajime. Hajime. You were always the kind of guy who could shoulder any burden with a smile on your face. What burden were you carrying this time? To be targeted by a company that's more than willing to kidnap and drug people. Was it something you couldn't even tell me? No. Takumi said he had gotten some kind of information out of me using the drug. Could I have had Hajime's secret somewhere in my memories? If I did, what could it have been? Did Hajime tell me something? Is he the descendant? Whatever it is, just let me say one thing. Fuck you, Hihaku. I'm not about to let any of this go the way you want. Yeah, that's right. It's up to me to protect any secret that Hajime was trying to hide. I'll finish whatever it is he didn't get the chance to. After all, it's always been up to me to clean up your messes. It's okay. Whatever you got yourself involved in, I'm sure you had good reason. We're gonna take them for all they got. Just you wait and see. Alright, it's about time I got out of this dump. Let's open this. 1945, right? Well? Did I... Also established after the war. Oh, why did I say 1945? It's 1946. That was close enough. Why didn't they give it to me? Why did I think 1945? Well... Yes, it opened. Huh? But how did the year Hihaku was established suddenly appear in my mind? I had an idea when it might have been, but did I really get that lucky? Now that I think about it, there's definitely something different in the air here. Is this another side effect of the drug? Or something else? What is it? What's in it? Well, it doesn't matter now. I should see what's in here. Girl. What is this thing? Well, guess I might as well pull it out. Ooh. What is it? A fax? It looks like some sort of phone, but there's no receiver. Oh, I know. This is a fax machine. I've seen commercials for these on TV. If I remember correctly, it's used to send copies of documents to other people who have one. What an age we live in where we can send letters and things without going through the mailman. This means I can call for help without a telephone. I've never used one before, but if I can connect it to the power and the phone line... Alright, we've got power. Now I just need to figure out who I can send it to. What else do I need? A phone line? Found a bunch of paper in the cabinet. I need a pen to write with. And I need a phone number for a fax machine to send this to. What am I gonna do about that? Got the pen. Though I better check that it actually works. Where's the papers? Isn't there paper in here? Oh, that's so cute. Delinquent penguin? Wait, is this is that thing? What? What? Hajime, thanks for waiting. What's wrong? You're wasting that handsome face of yours looking like that. Why can't I look from her perspective? I want to look at Hajime. Huh? You think? I think I'm still plenty handsome. Can't argue with that. Are you not meeting with that girl today? He told me, I mean. Nah, she's off doing who knows what. That's too bad. I just found a hair catalog that I thought would be perfect for her. Seems like you're pretty worried about her. Yeah, she reminds me of myself at that age. I can't help but worry. You think? I say she's a little ball of sunshine compared to what you were like. Shut up. I'm talking emotionally. She needs an adult who can understand how she feels. She's like a kitten. She thinks everyone around her is out to get her, so she bites at them all. Huh, you might be right. So tell her I wanted to see her, will you? Sure, I'll do that, but... This other girl I ran into the other day is a tough case. Oh? She must be really something else if you don't know how to deal with her. No, it's not really that kind of thing. Some people just have so much misfortune thrown at them. What do you mean by that? Well, I can't really get into the details. But she might have the talisman I've been looking for. Said it was a memento from her father. Could we really be related? But it's not like I can just take it from her. What are you mumbling about? Who's related to who? Sorry, it's nothing. It's about that thing with your family, isn't it? Is she the one who has a piece of the book that your ancestor left behind? So the talisman is the Yin scroll? Mayu, how do you know that? God, I forget how dense you are sometimes. How long have we been dating now? Besides, you're the one who came crying to me about it when you got wasted that one time. Rambling about how this old book you're supposed to inherit is hidden within these two talismans. And that something was giving you a bad feeling about it and you need to be careful. Oh, right. That's all I know, though, and I wasn't planning to try and pry any further. But if it's something important you need to protect, then what are you waffling about? Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Mayu. I feel better now. Oh, that's right. Did you hear? The mockingbirds were seen in Honjo. Huh? That came out of nowhere. Mocking what now? It's an urban legend about these bird stickers that show up out of nowhere. I was always curious about them, but I never thought they'd be in Honjo. There may be a bunch showing up all over town, so we gotta keep an eye out. You feeling alright? What's gotten into you? What's so special about these birds? Come on. One of them is a penguin with a pompadour. You can tell me that isn't the greatest thing you've ever seen. That's so dumb. I think it's the most adorable thing in the world. That's right. He's trying to protect something that left to him. Could that be the information that Hihaku wanted? So cute! Now that there's light in here, I suppose there's more I can look at? Can I even look in here? I can't open it? What's in here? Where else can I look? Hajime might be able to bust that lock, but I don't stand a chance. There's no opening this door from inside. What do I do? I do not see anything to do. Do we know Haruhe's phone number? It's not in here, huh? Do we know anyone's phone number? They wouldn't be in persons of interest, would it? I don't remember any time we learned a phone number. Is there... Is there a way I can check Haruhe's phone number, like here? Is it... a fax machine. The number for our home is 63... Ma'am, is everything okay? I'm fine, there's just something I want to check. Is that so? Oh. Huh? You can fix this with nail polish remover? Where can I find that? Why did that pop into my head all of a sudden? Well, might as well give it a try. If this is one of Hihaku's warehouses, there just must be there just might be some nail polish remover somewhere. Disposed bottles and soaps. I wonder if there could be nail polish remover. There's no label, but I'm sure that's what this is. There's a label. What are you talking about, girl? Alright, so if I use this... The tip of the pen has been soaked in nail polish remover. I should be able to use the pen now, at least for a while. I didn't even know the pen was dry until I looked it up. It happened again. The number for a fax machine just popped into my head. There's no way all this information is coming from my own brain. Are curse bearers linked? Like they have a hive mind? Could someone be sending me their thoughts? Never mind, I have to focus. Let's get this message sent. Message. Now, I need to tell them where I am. If I tell them everything I know about this place, they should be able to figure out where it is. First, I know in a building owned by Hihaku, a factory or warehouse. As for the address, it should be close to... it should be near here, right? No, that's not right. What was it that I received here? Received? I don't know. What are you talking about received? Oh, she must be here. Oh. That's right. My curse echo is the beckoning light. That means this place must be near Honji Bridge. Okay, time to send it. I didn't understand that. What did she receive? The curse stone? Okay. I think this is how you do it. Alright. If the machine I send it to is connected, it should be sent. Now I wait. Please, somebody. I wonder if I should keep going. I can always... yeah. This is fine. Anything? Oh, the telephone. I mean, the phones. Be my guest. You wouldn't want to keep them waiting. Thank you. I shouldn't be long. Hello? Shigama residence? Oh, it wasn't the phone? What's wrong? Nothing. It was just the fax machine. I'm still not quite used to it. I never got used to fax machines either. I never had to use them. Oh, this is a fax machine. Amazing. So this is how they look. This is incredible. Goodbye to snail mail. Am I right? This is the future. It was... like, I never used them, but I always thought they were neat. Like, oh, is that what you do? And, but it is basically... it was like early email, kinda. I didn't think it would excite you that much. Oh, something came out. Is it finished? I could watch this thing all day. Huh? What is this? It looks like it was written in pen, but... what's it say? What's it say? It says help. I'm trapped in a Hihaku soaps warehouse or factory near Honji Bridge. Huh? Hihaku? Why would somebody send me such a message? Am I being pranked? No, this is too fishy to be a coincidence. I wouldn't put it past Hihaku to have someone locked up if it's got anything to do with procuring the right. We should check it out. Hopefully we don't find anything so sinister. Okay. We're getting somewhere. That's right. We saw the curse echo here. After looking around, I determined the abandoned factory is indeed Hihaku's. An abandoned factory near Honji Bridge. Everything lines up. So the person who faxed us for help is in there? Let's find out. If there's nothing, we should wrap up fast. But isn't this place locked? Don't underestimate me, man. I can make short work of a simple little lock like this. Oh my, you truly are something else. Please be careful then. What? Are we going back to her? Should I just wait around? I just remembered that I heard the rules for the rite of resurrection when I got the curse stone. But killing other people to bring someone back? That's out of the question. Wow. Hajime would never accept sacrificing another person to come back himself. None of this was ever an option to begin with. The way we lived. Ever since we were kids, we were always ready to die if that's what it came to. We never take our foot off the gas just because we were scared of death. We were never such big fans of living anyway. What? That's why we were always prepared for it. I used to wonder if we took things a little too lightly. But that's just how much we trusted each other. So I have no use for some shitty rite. And that's the truth, Hajime. End? Okay. Why can't I end? Huh? What is it? That person coming this way. What, that tall guy? Do you know him? Yeah, from a little while back. Mr. Yomioka, over here. Oh. You're Gamioto's manager, Mr. Yomioka, right? Oh, good to see you again. Miss Kurosuzu. What a coincidence running into you here. Gamyoto? Yumioka? He looks like... I probably said this already. He looks like Phoenix Wright, except if he was like... like if he were a real lawyer, that one that's kind of like seen some shit, you know? How have things been since we last met? If she just stays with her training, she won't have to rely on cheating people anymore. Yes, she has been keeping at it. Cheating people? Miss Kurosuzu, so glad to see you're doing well. I assure you we've had no issues. No issues you need to concern yourself with. He's been trying to avoid eye contact with Mio since he noticed it was her. Something's fishy. You gotta tell me what happened. A case from a while back. A family overseeing a reliquary came to us saying they were being investigated by someone suspicious. Investigated? A psychic named Suigen Gamyodo suddenly showed up. She said she had a premonition that something terrible would happen, and had to exorcise the temple immediately. Sounds like a cover for burglary. After they notified the police, I was dispatched there by Paranormal Affairs. I inspected the place myself, but didn't see anything wrong, so I sent them away. He acted as Gamyodo's manager during the case. That is pretty suspicious. Apparently she was looking for something there, but I told her that's no excuse for fraud, and sent her off with a scolding. And honestly, Gamyodo didn't even have much spirit sense to speak of, which soured my mood on the whole thing. Right, so she is one of those types then. Well, she's involved in all kinds of stuff, so she may at least be knowledgeable about paranormal objects. But essentially, she's one of those fraudulent psychics that are so common nowadays. If you have no further business with me, then I'll be on my... Oh, before you go, Gamyodo seemed to know a lot about paranormal objects. It would be a huge help if we could ask her about something. And what might that be? Is she familiar with an ancient text called the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Or anything about the descendants of Onmyoji named Seiman Tsuchi Mikado? I beg your pardon? Miss Kurosuzu, how do you... So, you do know about it. I see. If that's what you're after, then that means... Hold it. Don't tell me you're trying to snatch up some innocent schoolgirls this time. Stop right there. Huh? They did rescue her! If it isn't Yumioka, what a pleasure to see you again. What, Miss Mayo Chozawa? What are you doing here, and looking so fabulous? Huh? Chozawa? This investigator here helped me out. You really did a number on me. What do you know? We just so happen to have some business with Hihaku ourselves. Why don't you join us? You can do that much for us, can't you? You work for Hihaku after all. Depending on how this conversation goes, I won't have to get the police involved. Huh? You work for Hihaku? What's going on? There's really no way you can refuse though, is there? You two young ladies must be involved as well. Would you care to join us? Oh, sure. I'd feel safer with Tsutsumi here. I don't know. Quite the view, isn't it? How long can you play dumb with this many people lined up and waiting, wanting answers from you? You'd better just give in and come clean with everything you know. I'll cut to the chase then. Are you the ones who killed Hajime Yoshimi? No, we did not. Don't try and play dumb now. If not you, then who? That much I don't know. While it is true that we were after the information he possessed, he was killed by someone else before we could acquire it, which forced us to target you instead, Miss Chozawa. Sheesh. And that's why he forced me to talk and why he ended up with this curse, huh? I read that really badly. Indeed, though I never thought you would escape. Well, it took a couple of miracles, but yeah, I got out. And just what information did Hajime have that you wanted? You really think you can get away without answering now? But... I don't really know why he's talking anyway. It's just because we're all here doesn't mean he needs to say anything. I do want to, talk to everyone. Fine, I'll let someone else ask you something for now. I'm sure he has some good questions. I want to see what Haruhe has to say. Excuse me, are you new to all of this too? I guess I'm kind of just tagging along. Me too. Let's make sure not to get in the way, shall we? Oh, right. I kinda don't trust her. I feel like she's gonna she's gonna go Dark Phoenix on us any moment. Excuse me, I had no idea that Gamyodo was connected with Hihaku. So I'd just like to ask, was it Miss Yamamori from Hihaku that who obtained the Record of Fates and passed it to Araishi? No, that was not the case. Oh, my mistake. Was it Suiden Gamyodo's doing then? No, it was not. We first learned of the Record of Fates from Mr. Araishi. It was then that Miss Yamamori gained an interest, and extended a contract to compensate him in return for his research and findings. Then who was it that activated the Feast of Shadows to call forth the Curse of the Seven Mysteries? I give you my word that we had no part in that. We had learned from Uraishi beforehand that something would happen at midnight last night. That is all. Hey, there's no way that's true. Stop lying. I must ask that you please refrain from violence. Hold on, Yako. It's alright. The minute I learned that Gamyodo was none other than the Queen of Hihaku herself, I felt that was the case. She doesn't have strong enough spirit sense for it. Oh, gotcha. Well, it is somewhat shameful. If you require proof, then so be it. What? So that talk of supernatural powers was just hot air? I don't think she has zero spirit sense, but even Yako has more than her. I do? Also, the spirit power lingering in this park has been bothering me for quite some time. The person who died here must have had considerably powerful spirit sense. If there were a Hihaku employee, then maybe they should have been the one running things. To think Shogo Okie was so talented. At any rate, Hihaku wasn't the mastermind behind exposing the Record of Fates to the world and initiating the Feast of Shadows. I think we can be sure about that. Alright. Now then, I've come to hand over the Haunting Clapper's curse stone like I promised. What? A curse stone? Thank you. I have to admit, I'm surprised that you are a man of your word. But first I've got some questions about the curse stones you already have. What exactly do you want to know? Earlier you said that Hihaku has collected 6 curse stones already. 6? I'd like to confirm which of the 7 mysteries they correspond to. And why do you need to know that? Because I don't trust, of course. If you really collected them like you say, you'd have no problem saying which curse stones they are, right? First, the Whispering Canal. The Whispering Canal. Good. And what else? Mayu Chozawa over there has the Beckoning Light. Yep, you're the one who made sure I got it. What? Unfortunately for you, I don't feel like handing it over. So I don't think it counts as one of yours. Good to know. Now, anyway, continue. Next there's the ever-burning lantern which we gave to Hideki Araishi. So you consider that one of Hihaku's then? Whatever, we'll worry about that later. That's 3. What about the others? Well, the others are the Foot-Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach. What? And lastly, the Fool's Procession. The Fool's Procession, if I recall. So you claim. How about it, mademoiselle? That's wrong. Those 3 are with the inspector, Tsutsumi. I gave the Fool's Procession to him myself, so I know he's wrong. There you have it. Too bad for you, pal. If our agreement was founded on lies, then I have no duty to hand over my curse stone like I promised. Oh. Meaning the only curse stone you have is the Whispering Canal. And it inevitably follows that you used it to kill that young man at the Kinshibori Park. Such a horrible act, and to your own employee no less. No, there you are mistaken. To be entirely frank with you, we do not possess a single curse. Oh. They don't have any curse stones. What? We plan to collect soul dregs using any method available to us, of course, as we needed the right. But committing murder to ourselves was too much of a risk. We intended on having others collect the soul dregs for us. Is that so? Therefore, I myself have no soul dregs in my possession. Is our plan to arrange for particularly greedy individuals to receive the curses? What? It is possible that Shogo Okie came to possess the Whispering Canal because of that. But by the time I became aware of this, he was already dead. I don't believe you. Are you really trying to talk your way out of this now? Or do you really want me to believe a Hihaku employee was cursed by complete coincidence? That is the truth, whether you believe me or not. It must have been someone else entirely who took Shogo Okie's stone and killed him. I have no idea whatsoever whose hands the Whispering Canal is in now, nor where it may be. Could it really be? And it wasn't Hihaku who put the idea in Fumichika Nejima's head to get a curse stone either? Nejima? The only ones we've negotiated with are Iwai and Uraishi. Interesting. Excuse me, but does that mean you don't know the location of the remaining curse stones either? There's one that hasn't been mentioned. What about the Taiko of Sugaru? Oh, good question, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'm afraid we have no information in that regard either. Have you heard enough about curse stones? I have nothing else to tell you. And you know about the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll too, don't you? If you were researching the Rite of Resurrection and the Record of Fates, then you must have looked into the Yin Scroll as well. That's right, the Record of Fates alone wasn't enough to learn how to collect soul dregs. I'm sure you looked into many things on your own, but how much do you actually know? Who and where Seimen Tsuchimikado's descendants are? Were you able to find that sort of information with Gamyodo's connections? I can't reveal that. Then would you prefer I expose to the public how Gamyodo is a fraud with almost zero spirit sense? Fine, I understand. From the results of our independent research, I found that Seimen Tsuchimikado's descendant was, my head's in the way, Hajime Yoshimi, but we knew that. What? That's why you went after Hajime? However, Hajime Yoshimi was only carrying a fragment of the whole. A fragment? That's right, he did say something about a fragment of an old manuscript. Manuscript. The location of the Yin Scroll was hidden. This information was split into two and hidden in a pair of talismans, which were passed down from generation to generation. Ah, talismans. I see. Hajime Yoshimi was supposed to have one, but it was almost certainly stolen when he was killed. It's possible that he knew the location of the other as well. So that's why he questioned me about the things he'd inherited. The girl Hajime had been helping recently must have had it then. Oh, Michio's talisman. Yeah, Michio Shiraishi was also likely a descendant of Seimen Tsuchimikado. What? The talisman she carried was a keepsake from her father. We searched for it based on Miss Chozawa's memories. However, Michio Shiraishi was already dead. Yes, by coincidence she happened to be closely connected to Mr. Y, so we began our investigation there. But he was already dead, leaving you in a quandary. I see. Mio, if we can get both of the talismans... Yep, we'll know the location of the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Wow, sometimes the answer is right under your nose. Sometimes those answers are the hardest to find. Oh, still a lot to talk about, isn't there? Yako, let's keep quiet about the location of the talismans for now, okay? But we don't know... Alright, no need for Yomioka to know. That was a close one, I almost let it slip. Do they know where the talismans are? Like, that's... I thought we didn't know what happened to Michio's. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator? What is it, mademoiselle? Would you be willing to give up the curse stone you have? Ah, yes, you have a point. They're too dangerous to carelessly walk around with in one's pocket. However, sorry to disappoint you, that's not possible at the moment. And why is that? You don't know, do you? Then I'll tell both of you and our friend from Hihaku over there. I doubt any of you have attempted it yet. But it seems that curse stones cannot be given to normal people. Huh? What? I actually tested it with the madam here earlier. Even if you give the curse stone to someone else, the curse bearer doesn't change, and the stone eventually makes its way back to the bearer? So Yutaro has a stone, doesn't he? That's why he was threatening, remember that bad ending when he was threatening, Michio / Yako? I thought like, oh, what is he gonna do? He's just doing his weird gesture for nothing? But apparently he has his curse stone again. It's almost obvious when you think about it, seeing as how the curse stones appeared to the curse bearers of their own accord to begin with. It's like the One Ring, they have a will of their own. But Inspector Tsutsumi has collected curse stones from other curse bearers. Then Inspector Tsutsumi must be a curse bearer himself. Huh. So from what you're saying, curse stones can only be transferred between curse bearers. And obtaining a curse stone alone doesn't make someone a curse bearer, so they can't use its curse. Exactly, so they aren't quite as dangerous as you think. As for Hihaku's intention of just collecting the curse stones for themselves, unfortunately for them, it was never going to work unless there's a curse bearer among them. That damn Araishi, how could he not know this? And that must be why I sensed that I couldn't take Yako's curse stone. I returned it right away when I borrowed it from her earlier. That's precisely how it works, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'll give mine directly to the Inspector Tsutsumi later. If you know Inspector Tsutsumi, then I think that's the best. Thank you. Okay, I think that's all about all we have to ask him. We'll let you off for today since you went along with our questions nicely. A pleasure working with you. We're done here. But the information you have. The hell are you whining about? I said we're done, so scram. Such a submissive demeanor. That's all our business as well, so I shall be bidding you all farewell. Yes, right. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator? Please don't forget about that curse stone. Don't you fret, I'll hand it over to Inspector Tsutsumi like I promised. I'm glad I didn't end up like having to give it to that Yumioka. Why did I was gonna say yummy. I mean, he is pretty yummy. Let's take our leave, madam. With this, we'll be freed from this troublesome curse ourselves. Is Hodue really gonna give it up easily? That lady and the investigator. We should keep an eye on them. I think so too. Agreed. Really? Why? I think they're up to something. Just my intuition. But still. Yeah, I wonder what that investigator really wanted out of all of this. If his goal was getting information about the curse stones, then this might be bad. Oh right, I got one of those curse stones too, the beckoning light. Oh right, if you wouldn't mind, would you give it to Inspector Tsutsumi without using it? Yeah, sure, if you introduce me to the cop, that is. I feel like if I keep carrying it around with me, I'll start getting some weird ideas too. I just remembered. Mayu, I have something important to tell you. Whoa, what's with all the yelling all of a sudden? You know a girl named Hitomi Okuda, don't you? Really? Hitomi has Hajime's talisman? Oh, that's right. He entrusted it to her in a panic just before his death. He sensed an imminent crisis closing in on him, but Hitomi was the only one around that he could ask for help. That's so. I'm sorry she got left with such a big responsibility. That must mean that Hajime got killed by someone who was after that talisman. But since he gave it to someone else, they couldn't steal it like they wanted. I'll have to thank Hitomi for that. I also think it's going to be hard for us to get her to give up the talisman. Yeah, you may be right. It was Hajime's dying request to her. So you two need the talisman for something? Yeah. Personally I'd like to use the talisman as bait. Then I could get my hands on the bastard that killed Hajime. Please, I promise we'll uncover the mastermind behind all of this. They probably have supernatural abilities at their disposal. Please leave them to us. Yeah, we'll catch them. Don't you worry. Well, you look at that. You've got that look in your eyes. That look that young people get that says they'll get something done no matter what it takes. How am I supposed to say no to that? You go find them and give them what they deserve for what they did for my Hajime. Oh boy. You go find them and give them what they deserve for what they did for my Hajime, you hear? That was really hard to read. We will. I'm pretty mad at them myself. If punches work on him, I'll give him a good one. Now that I can get behind. I'll leave it to you two. Now then, your next move should be to find Hitomi and get that talisman. Though, isn't there one more talisman that you need? Right, but we've got a pretty good idea where the one Micho had is. Really? We'll have to check with Inspector Tsutsumi about that. We should go back to the school and call him. You got it. Okay, I'll head to the high school now, and I'll wait for you there. Perfect. Huh.